Hey, beloveds, have you ever noticed how the imposter interferes with your intuition? On today's Mindful Mondays, here from my beautiful patio paradise, I'm going to break it down for you and how you can start to overcome any of the imposter syndrome you might be having that is causing any conflict with your intuitive intelligence. So let's get into it. So first of all, we all have self-doubt, but did you know that that very self-doubt is interfering with your intuitive intelligence? Let me break it down. So, you know, when you look at what you've done, look at what you've overcome. The death of my brother to suicide was one of the most difficult experiences I ever had to go through, but it it released self-doubt for me because I then knew that there was something deeper happening and that I was so clear because I received a beautiful message from my brother after his passing. And so we have to look at what we've accomplished. We have to look at who we've become, how things have, instead of hardened us, but have softened us, have taught us. Because when we learn something, that's when we get tender. And so that self-doubt, that look at what you've accomplished. You've got data, okay? So check in with your data. And the other one is indecisiveness. The imposter always tells you, oh, you can't do that, you shouldn't do that, you know, all the judgment things. But, look at and remind yourself that a decision is a choice. And when you make a choice, that means you're committed, you're going to follow through. And the follow through is where then you can be guided. But when you're not making a choice, you're not allowing your intuition to support you in moving forward. And so that is why it creates a sense of lack of confidence. But, this idea that you're not good enough, this is, societal, this is generational, and whatever it is, but we have to allow ourselves to uncover the truth. And so the imposter keeps us caught up in the story, right? Like, oh, this happened to me. And I know I did not have a beautiful childhood. However, I have overcome that. And that's why, like, this week of Intuition Week, this Holy Week, this Semana Santa time is so powerful for us, especially with tomorrow's April 12th energy of the Jupiter Neptune portal opening in Pisces. So you're going to be really feeling it in that crown chakra. And so in tomorrow's masterclass, you don't want to miss it, because I'll really be tapping in and talking about how you can support yourself and really ditching the imposter to awaken and truly illumine the intuitive within. And so when you have this sense of lack, not good enough, that bleeds into your confidence, and then there's no way you're going to trust your intuition. So you see, the imposter tells you can't trust your intuition because it hasn't worked previously. But guess what? When you allow yourself to focus on building and really embracing and empowering your intuition, like any other muscle, it gets stronger. But the imposter will tell you, no, it won't, because you failed before. But have you ever had a guide to really support your intuition growth? And which is why that is, that trying to figure it out always keeps us stuck. In fact, it keeps us stagnant, and a lot of times we don't even know. And so, because if we were the genius that could figure it out, and this is not in judgment, we wouldn't have the issue. And so we've got to accept that we cannot figure it out and that we need support. And that's why I'm really wanting to invite you to tomorrow's masterclass, so you can learn how to ditch that imposter that tells you that you're not intuitive. Because guess what, beloveds, we all are. My cats, I'm always mentioning, they teach me so much. And it's because they relied absolutely on their intuition. Isn't it time we relied on ours? So I can't wait to see you tomorrow. And really, to prepare for this energy, do energy healing at the crown chakra. That's Jupiter and Neptune energy in Pisces is going to make us highly intuitive. And so with that intuitive energy, it needs some support. And so one of my favorite ways is the doTERRA in tune. It is one of my favorites. I put it on my earlobes, I put it on my temples, and let me know if you'd like to get some, because, and it's a roller ball, which I love, so I can put it there and I can do this and do my energy medicine of clearing my space, clearing my mind, clearing my body. And if you want to learn some more ways to do that and to support your intuitive intelligence, join me again tomorrow for the masterclass. And you can find that information, all of that details in the link in bio. And I hope to see you tomorrow. Ashe.